Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The first Mark Spears blind bag reveal. Here we go. You're going to see it right when I see it. And it is a Turok #1. What? Is that what's supposed to be in these things? Okay, so let's go with blind bag #2. Got it opened up. Reveal it. You'll see it when I see it. And it is Brigade #0. Brigade #0? Last Mark Spears blind bag reveal, and it is Youngblood #4. That's right, baby. That's right. Youngblood #4. In your face. Hello, everybody. Mr. Aikens here. Welcome to What's on the Comic Rack. It's that time of year again. People are going to start posting those videos talking about their 2026 comic book collecting goals. So what are my goals? Well, I'm going to talk about 5 primary goals. Once I talk about those 5 primary goals, I'm going to talk about a new giveaway, and I'm going to, after that, announce the winner from last week's giveaway. So let's start to looking at those top 5 Mr. Aikens comic book collecting goals for 2026. So let's talk about goal number 5. Goal number 5 involves me buying 2 Randy Bowen minibus. So one of the other things I collect besides comic books are Randy Bowen minibus, and I've got little cubbies over here to the side, and that's where I put my minibus, and beside or behind each one of those minibus I have a comic book. I would love for it to be their first appearance. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's a facsimile, and sometimes it may be just a comic book that I really like the cover for that comic book that goes with that character. I've got, like I said, 2 I want to get for this year, coming year, and that's the reason this is ranked number 5 on this list. I think that's very, very achievable. So let's look at what I have as far as minibus and what I want. I have this area complete. I have this area complete. And I have this area complete. What I would like to complete in 2026 is this. Galactus, and a Terrax right there. So goal number 4 for 2026 is to get a Tales of Suspense #52. That's of course the first appearance of the Black Widow, and I want to try to get a deal on one. I'm not looking for something that's a 9.8. I'm looking for something between a 3.5 and a 5.0 in between there, and I want to get one on auction. I want to try to get one that's below fair market value. I'm looking for a deal. So all next year I'm going to be in auctions and looking for that Tales of Suspense #52 until I finally get one at what I feel like is a good deal, something that's below fair market value. Now I know I've said in the past that I was saving up for a Tales of Suspense #39. I'm still doing that. I'd saved a bunch of money over the summer, and unexpected house repairs, which were pretty expensive, really decimated that budget I had there for that. So Tales of Suspense is definitely not on the table for 2026. Maybe after the summer, maybe during this whole year, I'll save up enough money, so maybe that will be a goal for 2027 to get a Tales of Suspense #39. But for 2026, it's me hitting the auctions and finding that deal for that Tales of Suspense #52. Goal number 3 for 2026 involves YouTube. These things are ranked where I feel that they're getting progressively more difficult to do. And goal number 3 is to regularly upload things into YouTube. Have a video at least once a week. I know there was a section there was a time period where I wasn't putting out many videos, and it was a combination of getting burnt out, having time to put things out. There's also a sense that I didn't feel like what I was putting out was the best that I could do, and I was getting really bogged down in trying to make it better and better and better. And it's really more about, do I enjoy making these videos? That's the reason you've seen a lot more videos of just me just turning on the camera, going at it, and those are a lot easier to do instead of me doing some of the editing. I like doing the editing, but that takes a lot of time and I usually can't get it done within a week. Now there is a series that I've been working on and I really want to finish that series. It's a 12-part series. I want to put out one a month and I've gotten about 4 of them done so far. And so I really want to get these things done for 2026 so I can start putting those out once a month. They're really highly edited, so they take a long time to do. So those are my goals as far as YouTube goes. Put out regular content, keep on with these giveaways, which I want to talk about that in goal number 2 and number 1, and finish this series that I'm working on. So that's goal number 3, regular YouTube uploads. Goal number 2 for 2026 is what I like to call Matt Likes Comics Challenge. That's reading at least 5 comic books a day. 5 comic books a day equals 35 comic books a week equals 1,825 comic books in the entire year. Right now I'm reading 1 or 2 at night, maybe a little bit more on the weekends, but I'm going to make a concerted effort to read more than I've been reading in the past. So I'm going to set a goal of reading at least 5 a day. Try to do more to get a lot of reading in. Right now I'm probably reading 1 or 2 comic books a night, maybe a few more on the weekend. So my goal this coming year is to read a lot more. Read new stuff, but it's also going to mean I'm going to have to reread some of the things that I already have, but I'm also looking forward to rereading some of those things. I'm looking forward to buying some series, making sure I read that entire series, and that's what I've been doing right now. It's kind of mapping out what I'm going to do for the next year. What series am I going to read? For instance, I'm going to reread the Stern run on the Avengers. I'm going to read the Next Men, and then I want to buy some things to read. So, in the comments down there, how many comic books do you probably read in a year? I'm really curious to know. Put that down in the comments. How many comic books do you believe you read in 1 year? And goal number 1 for 2026 is to do a giveaway each time I put out a video. About 2 years ago, I bought 17 long box collection. A lot of those I've put into my collection, added a lot of books to my collection. I've read about 80% of those books, but there's a lot of books that I don't want to keep in my collection, and I want to pass those on to the next person. So to be able to pass those on to the next person, I've been having to put some more of these on eBay, sell them, get some funds so that I can continue to give away stuff. And it's usually the ones I'm putting up there are not expensive. If I can make $5-6, hey, that's another giveaway I can do. So speaking of giveaways, what am I giving away in this one? Let's check out the books I'm going to give away in this video. So the books I'm giving away for this giveaway, we've got Death Blow, number 1. Death Blow, number 2. Death Blow, number 3. Death Blow, number 4. The funny thing is, I'm going to read all of these tonight. Death Blow, number 5, and pass them along. Death Blow, number 6. Jim Lee Goodness. Death Blow, number 7, right there, coming right at you. And Death Blow, number 8. Plan on reading those tonight, then pass them along to the next person. We've got Black Axe, number 1. That's got to be some John Romita Jr. artwork there. And number 2. We've got Black Road, The Holy North, number 1. Black Road, number 2, Daughter of Rome. Black Road, number 3. And it says, Out Comes the Wolves. We've got Tom Sullivan's Books of the Dead, number 1. You're looking for a Halloween cover? There's your one right there. So I've got 2 Betrothed. They're both number 1, so it must be variant covers. Betrothed number 1 right there. There's that cover. And Betrothed number 1, that cover. Since you've been reading, since you're going to get those death blows, maybe you want to see Death Blow versus Gen 13. This is Death Blow number 20. Death Blow number 16. And last but not least, Battle Tide 2 of 4. And I said last but not least, I thought that was the last one. We've got one more, Birthright. So, if you're interested in these free comics, put in the comments hashtag JohnByrne5 and you'll be entered to win these comic books right here. Make sure you're 18 years or older in case any of these things are mature reading material, and make sure you have a U.S. address. And until next time, we'll see you around the comic rack. Here we go, YouTube random comment picker for last week's giveaway. Hit fetch. We'll put the keyword filter. John Byrne 4. Continue. 7 comments. Pick a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big Bing McFly, the comic guy. Congratulations. See y'all next week.